What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to some Orcs Must Die 3. OMD3, of course, hits Steam, PlayStation, and Xbox in just 10 more days on July 23rd. Now, this is the Order Temple. This is the final map in the main campaign, and we are gonna 5-skull it. Now, this is a big map, there's no doubt about it. There are 3 entrances, 2 outside, and then another that will open later on that's outside, kind of a little backdoor action here. So this particular map, the Order Temple, is just gigantic. It is a big map. It's only got one single rift here that we need to protect, and just enemies spawning everywhere. If we take a look outside, oh yeah. This one is quite grand, no doubt. So we've got an enemy spawner over there. We've got another enemy spawner over there, and then multiple routes in. Now, the good news is we are going to be able to shut this thing down to 1 lane. Now, as you see, there is a 35-minute part time here, which is quite generous, to be honest with you. We will have like 10 minutes or so left, hopefully. But with that in mind, this is also going to be a longer video, so keep an eye out for the timestamps down in the description or the chapters throughout the timeline if you want to skip ahead to any particular wave. Now, I am going to run this one all the way through without editing anything out, so the full experience will be here if you want it, but you can always skip ahead to wherever you want. Now, to start things off, we are going to think about how we're going to tunnel these enemies in. And first things first, we are going to drop 3 barricades right here. That's going to basically shut this lane down and force everything this way. And then now you see it's pretty much wide open. So we're going to need to go ahead and enclose this rift. So just by barricading across, we're going to be able to shut this whole thing down. So we're going to drop them right across like this. We're going to go ahead and continue on around, and then we're going to drop them right here. Now, what this is going to do is nothing at all is going to be able to make it to the rift unless it comes through this lane. Now, we've already shut down that front entrance right here, and that leaves only one main killing lane, and that is this corridor right here. And we have got this lovely little area for a kill box. Now, the theme of this map, although I am going to leave all the story elements out as to not spoil it for anyone, is there are going to be several rifts that spawn throughout that will spawn new enemies in. There will be 2 rifts back here. There's going to be one that spawns over here and another one that spawns over here. Those particular waves of enemies are very light, and we're just going to kill those manually ourselves. But we will want to keep an eye out for them. Now, this is our main area that we're going to get things started in, so let's go ahead and build it out. The loadout today is going to be the Stone Staff. I'm bringing the Jar of Ghosts, a Mana Rage Trinket to increase that mana pool, the Grinder, Arrow Walls, the Arcane Butterflies. We've got these, the Window of Butterflies. We've got these switched over to Arcane damage. We have got some Brimstone. We've got that switched to Arcane damage as well. Of course, the barricade, we've got some laser beams, and then the dart spitter. I've got the dart spitter set up to freeze, just for a little extra crowd control in the mix. Now, there is going to be lots of splody badness in this one, there's no doubt, so we are going to want to 2-barricade it here for a little bit of extra cushion. We're not going to do that right out of the gates, though, as we do need to get through wave 1. So let's just go ahead and get it built out. I'm going to go with 3 grinders. We'll drop a little brimstone. Let's get, actually, I think 2 ceiling lasers up here will be better. Let's go with something like that, and then an arrow wall behind to shoot up through. Now, I'm bringing the arrow wall not just for this shooting through the kill box area here, but also later on, we're going to have so much coin built up that we're going to get a lot of upfront killing in. So let's just go ahead and let it fly, as the beginning of wave 1 here will take a while for enemies to get to us. As you see on the mini-map, they have got a long way to run, and we have got to let them get all the way up through and smash through the outer door of the Order Temple here. So we're going to go ahead and just chillax it out and wait right here. The second the enemies do smash through the door, though, I want to start getting upfront damage on them right away. So, gonna get just pot shots spammed at them as they make their round through here. Now, the bad part about this build is the enemies are going to be running right past the rift every time. So we are going to hear that voice cue of enemies in the rift room over and over and over again. So I do apologize for that. However, it is just a super smooth way to complete the Order Temple here. So, so stoked. I can't wait to get my hands on this game on Steam. Of course, I am currently playing it right now on Stadia, and it's a good experience. Even in Stadia, you know, I'm not personally a huge fan of Stadia. However, I'm just not the ideal customer for it is why. I do have a gaming PC, and I prefer to have my games running on my PC itself. However, we are going to clean house on this one. You see, it's starting right off with the heavy fire fiends. There could potentially be a barricade getting smacked right here at the beginning in Wave 1, too. So we do want to be careful and ready to place down an emergency barricade if we need to. Let's go ahead and get our Jar of Ghosts here to help us out with this Armored Ogre a little bit, as Armored Ogres are just Armored Ogres, you know what I'm saying? So let's get as many shots as we can here. We've got lots of ranged mobs as well, so I'm just trying to keep everything CC'd right there in that trap area. Now, the trap area is not very big, of course, so until we get it built out, we are going to just do our best to keep things CC'd right there. Just using this wall to line of sight the archers and making them work their way in. Make the archers earn their keep, no doubt about it. And let's go ahead and grab a couple more grinders in. We got a bunch of coin to land. Let's snag this coin here while these other enemies are running in. And that'll let us get a little upfront damage in. So we'll go with a couple of arrow walls just right up front there. Now, you do have a moment. If you choose to, you can run down and heal yourself up. I'm feeling pretty comfortable with the health I've got left, so I'm not going to sweat it. We see this barricade is really low, so this is going to be a problem. I should have gone on and put another barricade behind that one. But the second I get enough coin, I'm going to go ahead and drop one more barricade behind that one, just to make sure that there's no issues. And there's the coin there. Let's go ahead and pop another barricade right behind, just in case that one goes down. As, you know, it's already taken a beating. There's just no doubt there. Just going to keep burning them down. I think the bulk of the wave is done now, so it should be pretty smooth sailing from here. We got another fire elemental, and then there went that barricade. Yeah, I was waiting for that. It was bound to happen. We're still good, though, because we've got our last resort barricade up, so everything is fine. And we just need to clear out these last few mobs here. There is a nice little push coming here. I think I'm just going to go ahead and get these barricades replaced. So let's go ahead and put them back. We'll just go with that for right now. And let the last of these mobs path in. I do have 1,100 more. I guess I could go ahead and let's throw up a couple of windows here. Get a little bit of crowd control. My health is low. There's no doubt. There is lots of archers that will take pot shots at you here, so you're going to take some damage. Make sure you're just able to duck behind and get a little line of sight on those enemies. Last little push is coming here, and then we will get a slight reprieve before Wave 2 begins. Now, like I said, 35-minute part time. It's quite generous on the part time. 35 minutes. I've never had a problem with the part time on this map. I think it's definitely extremely generous with the time. So there's lots of things you can do. I mean, and lots of high scoring potential too, if you choose to do some high score runs on this map. All right, so let's go ahead and complete out our double coverage of the barricades here. So we are complete. We'll get one. Actually, let's just go ahead and complete it out on the grinders here. Let's just go ahead and let it fly. Now, I believe we're going to get a rift right here on this one. We will see here. Maybe that doesn't come until Wave 3. I'm not positive. Oh, yeah, here it comes now. So here's the first rift. As I mentioned, these are very, very light waves, and there's plenty of time where you don't have to manage your kill box at the time. So we will be able to just burn these down without any problem. So super light packs of enemies pretty easily can just crush them. So we will do just that. The rift only lasts so long. Once it's gone, it's not going to come back. So good shape there. And those enemies are clear. So we'll just go ahead and head back over to the kill box and wait for the hotness to get here as they are coming. Now we can go ahead and get a little bit more upfront damage in. I'm just going to spam arrow walls around quite a bit out there now. I do want to get some of those dart spitters inside here for a little additional CC. There's going to be a lot of super healthy mobs pushing. There's no doubt about it. However, we've got a pretty good loadout ready to go. Let's get a little upfront damage in here and get these bads burned out. Just go ahead and walk them on back. Might as well get the jar in and get a couple of combos going. Nothing wrong with taking advantage of a little combo action, because more combos equals more coins. So more combos, more coin, more traps. And we see there's more archers coming, taking some shots. So I'm just going to go ahead and line of sight these guys behind and just focus on that end of the kill box. We should get some nice combos here before the end. I was expecting to see some double digits. I don't think that's going to be a problem at all. We got another one of those fire lords there. Lots of damage going in, no doubt. We can go ahead and drop, let's drop a few more arrow walls. Just once again, getting that upfront damage in. Wherever you have a surface where you know that the enemies are going to path, it's not going to be an idea to throw an arrow wall up front. In fact, you could even bring enemies over closer to the walls and put some upfront grinders or whatever in. So nothing wrong with that at all as well. Additionally, lasers. There's lots of overhangs where the enemies are going to go through, and you'll be able to drop some lasers on those. We got a nice little string of enemies coming here, but I think we're going to be in pretty good shape. You get a lot of coin on this one, and you know, that's a good thing. That allows you to really build it out here. Trying to just keep them stunned up with that petrify from the stone staff as close to the front of the kill box as possible. When this arrow wall triggers and goes off, it does do a nice chunk of damage, so I'm trying to take advantage of that as best as possible. We're going to lose that barricade in the front, I believe, but we've got our cushion in, so it will be fine. In fact, I'm just going to let these guys come and continue to build a little bit. Let's get a couple more lasers in to get a little bit more pain on these guys as they make the turn there. And then we've got one more pack that's out there a ways still, but they are coming. They are headed this way. Now, we've burned up, what, almost 10 minutes of that part time already. However, the rest of the wave should go relatively quick. Looks like I derped the placement on that ceiling laser a little bit, but it'll be all right. In fact, we've got enough now. We can go ahead and throw another dart spitter up, a couple of them. Get a little more damage flowing. And then, you know, as I mentioned, having the freeze on those dart spitters gives you a little bit of extra CC. And another combo. So that's nice as well. And there we go. So I'm just going to go ahead and let it fly and get this next one going. While the enemies are coming, I will throw a few more arrow walls in. What do we want to do? Let's just go ahead and line this area with them. That should help out quite a bit. We know we're going to have enemies coming down this hall later on too, so we'll throw a few there. And then what can we do in here? We'll just drop them around. Now, eventually, I'm going to probably throw around a little brimstone as well. Ran out of juice. We've got those backdoor enemies are rolling in now, coming through that back entrance. So just waiting for them to get through the door here. These guys, you actually have a pretty clear shot at them right from your kill box. So you can stay in the safety of your kill box and just take shots down the hall there as the enemies are coming. You will get quite a few kills ripped off here just from random shots into the crowd as they come down here. We're going to get that jar of ghosts ready to pop. As you see, we've got some trolls and some big old thick ogres leading the way here. So once again, we're going to maximize any of the combos we can get. I do, like I said, I do expect to see some double digits here before the end of it. Maybe not. We'll see. I'm not bringing along any slows, which another ground trap would have definitely ensured some double-digit combos for sure. We got another good pack coming here. We can go ahead and continue to brimstone it up inside here too. I want to get this entire line all brimstone before it's over, and then we'll throw even a little bit more out front. You see, we got some earth elementals coming now. We got one of the fat ones down already, and the arrow walls are doing work. You know, you see lots of enemies are coming in really low health, and that's because those arrow walls are getting the job done for us. Go ahead and drop our jar here. We'll get a little petrify going and just work these fools over. Looking good. Looking good so far, no doubt. It's debatable whether you even need the mana trinket on this one. The mana rage trinket. You could get away with not bringing the mana rage trinket and bringing like a tar trap, and then go every other one, and that's going to rack up the combos, and in turn rack up the coin. So, you know, nothing wrong with that route as well. I like bringing the Mana Rage Trinket just for the safety of having that crowd control for the Stone Staff available. If I'm ever out of mana, I can just pop that Mana Rage and it's all good. Let's drop another jar here and see what we can do. There's a 10 finally. Here's 11 as well. So, yeah, we got some double-digit combos flowing. Nothing wrong with that. We got a big old mountain troll there. And there we go. Now, what do we want to do? We can go ahead and go, let's go two more brimstone, and then we can start slapping some in up front. So we know a lot of enemies are rolling through here. So we can throw some brimstone down there. Let's just go ahead and get it flying. We're wave 4 now. We still got 22 minutes left, so there's plenty of time. We are going to get more of these portals here. Now, as you see where this portal spawned, if you look on the mini-map, we don't have to worry about it. We can ignore that one, as those enemies are going to have to run right through the kill box anyway. Waiting it out for him to get here, but we can take some pot shots. Aim high on these trolls, and maybe you'll get lucky and get a headshot or two. Yeah, we got a few of them in there. Actually, we're doing a decent amount of damage. Now those arrow walls are helping with that quite a bit as well. But we're getting the pack thinned out nicely here. Got lots of archers that look like taking some shots, so let's just go ahead and slide it on back just a little bit and make sure these guys work their way in. Just jumping right on top of that second row of barricades, and the stone staff will reach from there. We got another nice group coming here, though. Looks like a lot of little orcs in this one, so we might be able to burn it out really, really quick. We got some big old earth elementals in the back. It looks like, is that an Earth Lord? That is an Earth Lord. Oh, yeah. So our first massive sized Earth Lord elemental here. Let's go ahead and drop a jar in the middle of it. Get some more combos out of the deal.
Holy cow! We're setting records here.
We got a Fire Lord here, too. That's going to potentially destroy that first barricade. Or no, it's still got a little bit left, so... Now you see the yellow dots on the mini-map. Yellow dots indicate an enemy that has the potential to explode your barricades. So, a kobold, a dynamite archer, anything that could shoot anything that could either explode or shoot a projectile that could damage your barricades are always going to be marked in yellow on the mini-map. Drop another jar here. Take a little line of sight cover from those archers. Now we're going to have some Null Hunters coming too, and Grenadiers as well. So we're going to make sure to stay vigilant on those guys. Okay, now I don't feel like I need anything else on the kill box, so I'm going to focus 100% on just getting more upfront damage in. So let's throw just some stuff around. Now, if you look here, the enemies are taking a really tight loop. So you only need one brimstone, because you see the enemies are going to walk the closest possible right across there. So right here we can go like that. What else do we want to do? Let's drop 3 of them right here. And we'll just get it started.
More enemies. Another rift at any cost.
And you see both of those rifts are outside of our barricaded area and outside of our kill box as well. So those rifts we can ignore also. So they will have some enemies coming through, and those enemies are just going to lead to more fodder here as everything gets wrecked in this killing zone here. Now we're going to see a lot more enemies getting thinned out and dropping off. Just on the mini-map, you'll see them dropping off. Now we've got a couple of more yellow dots coming. We're going to want to watch those. They still got a ways to run before they get here. See, I just had a X3 combo off in the middle of nowhere there. Ooh, and we actually killed an ogre right there, it looks like. Just put a little bit of work into these mountain trolls and regular trolls here. And then we'll see if we can't burn some of these small ones too. Let's go ahead and drop our jar here.
That seemed unnecessarily violent.
Mountain trolls are some thick boys, that is for sure.
There are enemies in our rift room.
We still got a whole lot of kill box here, though, so the enemies are just not even coming close to making it even to the end of the kill box here. You see that rift opened as well. It's just on the other side of our barricades down there, so we don't have to worry about that one either. Let's go ahead and drop a couple more dart spitters up here, and yeah, we're going to be in good shape here. We got another Earth Lord rolling in. Things are going good. Now, this particular map is a war scenario with that large outdoor area, so you can always throw some of the large war machines outside as well to help thin some of these packs. I actually love using those things. They're so awesome. But on this particular map, I find the easiest 5 skull strategy just to build inside, though. So, but that is an option for getting some of those big war machines going out front. That is for certain. We've still got a lot of enemies in this particular wave, that is for sure.
Enemies at the rift.
See, we got some more, we got a whole heavy pack of mountain trolls rolling in. Go ahead and drop a jar right here. Got a nice little 12x on that one. Very nice.
Enemies at the rift. Wow, that was a thing. That seemed unnecessarily violent.
That freeze helps out so much when it pops. Of course, it's RNG. It's got a proc. Or it's a chance of freezing. So it's not every time. But when it does, it sure is nice. And there we go. Now we got 14k. So, I mean, sky's the limit. We can do whatever we want. We can throw down more brimstone. We can throw down more arrow walls. We can come outside if we wanted to. And throw down some banks of archers. Just to go ahead and spray into enemies. I mean, the sky's the limit here. You can kind of do whatever you want at this point. Let's go ahead and do that, and let's just let it fly here. Now, this is wave 6, of course, so this is the final wave. We are going to have that second portal popping open, and you see it is opening right now, right over here. And this one is going to be all archers, I believe. And those are super squishy, of course, but they are going to be taking pot shots at you. the entire time. So they do come out in a nice line, though, which is awfully good of them, because it just allows you to melt them so fast right there. So awesome stuff there. That is it for the rifts. All the other rifts are going to be outside of our kill box. So kind of path the enemies in this route particularly for that. We had 2 rifts to deal with, and that was it. Everything else is just going to flow right through the kill box with no problem. So good stuff there. We're able to avoid most of the nastiness that can come when those rifts surprise you. Let's keep on spraying into them here. Ooh, that mountain troll made it pretty far, huh? Just gonna keep spraying, keep CCing, and we still do have a few more yellow dots on the mini-map, so we are gonna want to be conscious of that one. You see, that one looks like it's right on top of our barricades there that are directly north of us, but it's actually outside of them, so we're safe, even though it does look a little sketch on the mini-map on that one. We got an armored ogre pushing. Let's go ahead and drop a jar for that guy. And then here come our gnolls. So we got grenadiers. Let's just keep them CC'd. Our grenadiers are now down. So GG's to those guys, no doubt. So armored ogres are armored ogres, of course. They're extra thick and spicy. So make sure we get a little bit of damage into them. And then the packs are getting thinner, y'all. They are getting thinner. We still got 12 minutes of part time left, which is just a ton of time. We got 12,000 coins saved up. So, I mean, if we wanted to, you could just quickly spam more stuff around. But I don't think we're going to need anything else, to be honest. I'm going to drop another jar here once this troll comes close. Very nice. We got another nice 12x combo. And then here you see a couple of arrows flying in. Just step back a little and line of sight those guys. We're looking good. We are just about there, and no doubt. And do we have one more mob somewhere? Looks like we have somebody stuck. It was a sapper right there. How weird. Anyway, that is the run. Now I'm going to go ahead and skip the cutscene here, as once again I don't want to spoil the story for anyone or spoil those credits. But that is the end of the campaign for Orcs Must Die 3, and we've got the Order Temple of 5 Skull Victory. So that will do it for now. I just am so excited for this game to hit Steam. I am looking forward to it an absolute ton. But that will get it for today. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see ya next time around. Take it easy.